My dad married my best friend, shattering our bond and leaving me reeling from betrayal and family pressure. Now, with her pregnant, I'm torn between fury and heartbreak, trying to rebuild with them while wrestling with a future I never wanted, until I chose to confront the chaos head-on. Hey, I'm Sophia. I'm 26 years old, and I've been sitting on this mess for weeks now, trying to figure out if I'm losing my mind or if my life's just turned into some kind of soap opera I didn't sign up for. I've been lurking on Reddit for a while, and honestly, I need to get this off my chest because I don't even know where to start processing it. So here's the deal. My dad just married my best friend, Isabella, and he's acting like I'm supposed to throw them a parade or something. Yeah, you read that right. My dad, who's in his late 50s, tied the knot with my best friend, who's 25, and now I'm stuck in the middle of this train wreck, trying to figure out how I'm supposed to feel about it. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this has blown up every part of my life. My family, my friends, my own head. So, buckle up, because this is a long one. Let me back up a bit so you get the full picture. Isabella and I have been tight since college. We met freshman year in this awful intro to psych class where the professor was obsessed with Freud and kept making these awkward jokes nobody laughed at. She was the one who passed me notes to keep me sane, and we just clicked after that. She's one of those people who's super outgoing. Like, she'll talk to anyone, anywhere, and somehow make them like her. She's got this loud laugh that fills a room, and she's always been the type to drag me out of my comfort zone, like when she convinced me to do karaoke even though I can't sing to save my life. But she's also got this stubborn streak. Once she's set on something, good luck changing her mind. I always thought that was a strength, until it turned into this. My dad, on the other hand, well, he's my dad. He's a mechanic, owns a little shop downtown, and he's the kind of guy who's always tinkering with something. Cars, random gadgets, whatever. He's gruff, doesn't talk about feelings much, but he's steady. Or at least he was. My parents split up when I was 15, and it was ugly. Lots of yelling, lots of you take her, no you take her about me. Mom got custody, and Dad kind of drifted into this bachelor life. I'd see him every other weekend, and we'd mostly just watch TV, or he'd let me help him fix up some old junker car. It wasn't deep, but it was our thing. He never dated much after the divorce, at least, not that I knew about. So when this whole Isabella thing started, it came out of nowhere. Okay, so how did we even get here? About 2 years ago, Isabella started coming around more. She'd met my dad a few times before, like at my birthday dinners or whatever, but nothing major. Then one day, she's like, "Hey, my car's acting up. Can your dad take a look?" I didn't think twice. Sure, why not? Dad's shop isn't far from my apartment, so I brought her over, and he fixed it up. No big deal. After that, she kept finding excuses to go back. Flat tire. Weird noise. Oil change. I didn't clock it at first because, cars break down, right? And Isabella's the type to charm anyone. She'd joke with him, bring him coffee, stuff like that. I thought it was cute, like she was just being her friendly self. Fast forward to last summer, and I start noticing they're hanging out without me. I'd call Dad to check in, and he'd be like, "Oh, Isabella's here, we're grabbing lunch." Or she'd cancel plans with me and casually drop, "Yeah, I was at your dad's shop." I asked her once, point blank, "What's up with you and my dad?" She laughed it off, said, "Oh, he's just cool to talk to. You know how he is." And yeah, Dad's got stories. Decades of fixing cars for weirdos gives you material, but still, it felt off. I let it slide because I trusted her. She's my best friend. She wouldn't lie to me, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. 6 months ago, I get a text from Dad. "Hey, kiddo, need to tell you something. Call me when you're free." I call him, and he drops this bomb. "Isabella and I are together." Like, dating. I thought I misheard him. My brain just short-circuited. I'm like, "Wait, what? Together how?" And he goes, "We've been seeing each other for a while. It's serious." I don't even remember what I said after that. Probably a lot of, and what the hell. But I hung up and called Isabella immediately. She picks up, all chipper, and I'm like, "What is going on?" "You're dating my dad." She says, "Yeah, I was going to tell you, I swear. It just happened. Soph, I didn't plan it." "Didn't plan it? You don't accidentally date your best friend's dad for months and not mention it." I was pissed. Beyond pissed. I felt like she'd stabbed me in the back and twisted the knife. How do you keep something like that from me? We've shared everything. Every breakup, every dumb crush, every late-night rant. And she couldn't give me a heads up? She kept saying, I didn't want to hurt you, but that's bull. Hiding it hurt me more. And Dad, he didn't even seem fazed. He was all, you're an adult. Sophia, you can handle this. Like I'm supposed to just nod and say, cool, glad you're banging my best friend, carry on. Then it got worse. 3 months ago, I'm at Dad's place for dinner, trying to play nice, keep the peace, and he pulls me aside. He's got this goofy grin, and he says, we're engaged. Isabella said yes last night. I think I blacked out for a second. Engaged? They'd been dating less than a year, and now she's going to be my stepmom? She's a year younger than me. I just stared at him, and he goes, I know it's fast, but when you know, you know. You're happy for us, right? Happy. I wanted to scream. I mumbled something like, I need time, and bolted. I couldn't look at him, or her, without feeling sick. The wedding happened last month. Small thing, courthouse, just them and a couple witnesses. I didn't go. Dad begged me to be there, said it'd mean a lot, but I couldn't. Isabella texted me after, all. I wish you'd come, Soph. We're family now. Family. She went from my ride or die to my stepmom in less than a year, and I'm supposed to clap for that? Dad's been on my case since, calling me selfish, saying I'm ruining their happiness by not accepting it. He keeps dropping lines like, she's good for me, Sophia, you should see that. And I'm over here like, yeah, but what about me? Now here's where the sub-conflicts pile on, because this isn't just about them. It's screwing with everything else in my life. First, there's my mom. She and Dad have been divorced for over a decade, and she's got her own life now. New husband, new house, the works. But when she heard about this, she lost it. She called me crying, saying, your father's disgusting. How could he do this? She's convinced Isabella's some gold digger after Dad's money, which, okay, he's not rich, but he's got the shop and some savings. Mom's been hounding me to pick a side, like I'm supposed to disown Dad and rally behind her. I get why she's mad. I mean, it's weird as hell, but I don't want to be her soldier in this. She keeps guilting me, though, saying stuff like, if you're okay with this, you're betraying me too. So now I'm dodging her calls half the time. Then there's the age gap crap. Dad's 57, Isabella's 25. That's a 32-year difference, and people notice. I can't go anywhere with them without someone making a comment. Last week, I met them for coffee, just trying to keep things civil, and the barista gives me this smirk, like, oh, your parents are cute. I wanted to crawl under the table. My coworkers found out too, because Isabella posted pics on Instagram, of course she did, and now I'm getting side-eye at the office. One guy even asked, so, is your dad, like, her sugar daddy, or what? I laughed it off, but inside I was dying. I didn't sign up to be the spokesperson for their weird love story. And speaking of money, that's another thing eating at me. I keep wondering if Isabella's in this for the long haul, or if she's playing some angle. Dad's not loaded, but he's got enough. Shop's paid off. Houses too. I've seen those Reddit threads about younger women marrying older guys for inheritance. And yeah, it's paranoid, but it's in my head now. She's never been flashy or greedy. She's a graphic designer, makes decent money. But how well do I even know her anymore? I've thought about asking Dad, like, hey, you sure she's not after your stuff? But he'd flip out, and I'd look like the bad guy. So I just sit here stewing over it. Oh, and my friends? Total mess. Our group's split down the middle. Some of them think it's romantic, like, love is love, Sophia, let them live. And others are grossed out, calling it predatory or cringe. Michael, this guy we've known since college, keeps trying to play peacemaker, but even he's like, dude, it's weird, I get why you're mad. I've basically stopped hanging out with them because every time we do, it turns into a debate about my dad and Isabella. I'm so tired of defending myself, or them, depending on who's yelling loudest. I feel like I've lost my crew over this. The emotional toll's the worst part, though. I miss Isabella. Not the stepmom version, the old her. We used to grab tacos every Friday, binge dumb reality shows, text each other memes at 3 a.m. Now she's this stranger who sleeps in my dad's house and calls him honey. And Dad, he's different too. He's happier. I'll give him that. But it's like he's traded our relationship for hers. He used to call me every Sunday, just to check in. Now it's all about we're redoing the kitchen, we're planning a trip. I'm happy he's not alone, I guess. But why did it have to be her? Why did it have to cost me my best friend? I've been replaying every moment, wondering if I missed signs. That time she hugged him a little too long at my 24th birthday. The way he started asking about her more, all casual-like. Was I blind, or were they just that good at hiding it? I keep circling back to this memory from last year. We were at Dad's shop, and Isabella was leaning on his workbench, laughing at some story about a customer who paid in pennies. I thought, they're getting along. Now it feels like a gut punch. Were they already a thing then? Did they laugh about me behind my back? I tried talking to Isabella last week. Met her at a park, neutral ground. She looked nervous, which made me feel a little better, like maybe she's not as smug as I thought. I asked her straight up, "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" She sighed, said, "I didn't know how. I was scared you'd hate me." I told her I don't hate her, I just don't get it. She said she loves him, like really loves him, and I want to believe her, but it's hard. She's still my Isabella, same laugh, same goofy smile, but she's also not. We hugged it out, but it felt hollow. I don't know if we can fix this. Dad's another story. He called yesterday, pissed that I'm still sulking. He said, "You're my daughter, Sophia, I need you in my corner." I snapped back. What about my corner? Where were you when I needed my best friend? He got quiet, then said, "You'll see it's not a big deal someday." Not a big deal. It's my whole world flipped upside down. We hung up on bad terms, and now I'm just stuck. So here I am, spilling my guts to strangers on the internet because I don't know who else to tell. Mom wants me to hate Dad. Dad wants me to love Isabella. Isabella wants me to call her family. My friends want me to pick a team. And me? I just want my life back. I keep asking myself if I'm overreacting. Maybe I should just suck it up, go to their stupid housewarming party, smile for the pics. But every time I think about it, I feel this knot in my chest, like I'm betraying myself if I do. I don't know how to move forward without losing something, whether it's my dad, my friend, or my own sanity. Am I the problem here? Am I being unreasonable for not jumping on board with this? I just need someone to tell me if I'm screwing this up, or if they are. Thanks for reading this novel. I know it's a lot.
Update incoming.
Update. This is what has happened since then. Hey everyone. It's been a few months since I last posted here, and wow, things have gone off the rails in ways I didn't see coming. I figured I'd drop an update because, honestly, I'm still processing it all, and I need somewhere to vent. Reddit saved my sanity last time, so here I am again. A lot's changed with me, Dad, and Isabella since he married her. Some of it's messy, some of it's weirdly okay, and there's a new curveball that's got me questioning everything again. Buckle up, because this is wild. So, after the wedding, I kind of went radio silent on them for a bit. I wasn't ready to deal with Dad's "you'll get over it" attitude or Isabella's attempts to play happy family. I'd see their texts, Dad asking me to come by, Isabella sending pics of them cooking dinner like some Pinterest couple, and I'd just ignore them. It wasn't mature, I know, but I needed space. Thing is, that space turned into this weird limbo where I wasn't mad 24/7 anymore, just numb. I'd go to work, hang out with Michael, the only friend who didn't pick a side, and pretend my dad hadn't married my best friend. It worked for a while, until it didn't. About 2 months ago, Dad showed up at my apartment unannounced. I opened the door, and there he is, looking all sheepish with a bag of takeout from that Thai place I love. He's like, "Can we talk?" No pressure, just food. I almost shut the door in his face, but he looked so pathetic standing there, I let him in. We sat on my couch, eating pad thai in silence for a good 10 minutes before he finally spoke. He said, "I messed up, Sophia. I should have handled this better." It wasn't a full apology, Dad's not big on those, but it was something. He admitted he'd been so caught up in Isabella that he didn't think about how it had hit me. I told him straight up, "You didn't just date her, Dad, you married her." Without even warning me. He nodded, said, "I know. I got selfish." That threw me. He's never owned up to anything like that before. We talked for hours after that. Like, really talked. He told me how Isabella makes him feel alive again, how after the divorce he thought he'd just coast through life alone. I get it, sort of. He's human, he's allowed to want that. But it still stings that it had to be her. I asked him if he ever thought about how it'd wreck my friendship with her, and he got quiet. Then he said, "I didn't think you'd lose her. I thought you'd both figure it out." Yeah, wishful thinking, Dad. But here's the kicker. He asked me to give them a chance. Not to fake it, but to actually try being around them. I didn't say yes, but I didn't say no either. I told him I'd think about it. That convo stuck with me. I kept replaying it, wondering if I was the one being stubborn now. So, a couple weeks later, I texted Isabella. Just a simple, "Hey, you free to meet up?" She replied so fast, I swear she'd been waiting by her phone. We met at this little diner we used to hit up in college. Neutral territory, no dad involved. She looked nervous, fidgeting with her coffee mug, and I just went for it. I said, "I'm not okay with this, but I miss you. Can we figure something out?" Her eyes got all watery, and she said, "I miss you too, sophomore. I hate that I screwed this up." We didn't hug it out or anything dramatic, but we talked. She told me she never meant to hurt me, that it started as a dumb crush she didn't take seriously until it snowballed. I asked her if she's happy with him, and she said yeah, she is. It was hard to hear, but she didn't sound like she was lying. Since then, we've been trying. It's not like old times. We don't text memes at 3 a.m. anymore, but we've grabbed coffee a few times. She doesn't bring up dad unless I do, which I appreciate. Dad's been lighter too, like he's not walking on eggshells anymore. Last weekend, I even went to their place for dinner. First time since the wedding. It was awkward as hell. Isabella buzzing around the kitchen, Dad grilling steaks in the backyard. But it wasn't a disaster. We didn't fight. I didn't storm out. Progress, I guess. I still feel this pang when I see them together, like I'm watching my past get rewritten, but it's not as sharp as it used to be. Here's where things get complicated, though. The new problem. A few days after that dinner, Isabella calls me, sounding panicked. She's like, "Sophia, I need to tell you something, but don't freak out." Famous last words, right? Turns out, she's pregnant. Yup, pregnant. My dad's gonna be a dad again, and my ex-best friend's stepmom is carrying my half-sibling. She found out that morning, hadn't even told Dad yet, and she called me first because she didn't want me hearing it from him out of the blue. I just sat there, phone to my ear, trying to process it. She kept saying, "It wasn't planned, I swear, we're still figuring it out." I think I said, "Okay," about 10 times before hanging up. I haven't talked to her since. That was a week ago, and I'm still spinning. A baby? Like, I'm 26, and I'm gonna have a sibling who's younger than my future kids someday? And Isabella's the mom? My brain can't handle it. I haven't told Dad I know. He's probably freaking out too, now that she's spilled it to him. Part of me wants to call him, see how he's holding up, but I'm scared. What if he's thrilled? What if he expects me to be thrilled? I can barely wrap my head around them being married, and now there's a kid in the mix. It's not just about me losing my friend anymore. This changes everything. Forever. I keep thinking about what this means. Dad's almost 60. He'll be in his 70s when this kid's in high school. Isabella's young, sure, but she's never even babysat, let alone raised a kid. And me. I'm stuck in this weird spot where I'm the big sister, but also, what, the stepdaughter? It's like I'm being forced into this family I didn't ask for. I've been having these nightmares where I'm at their house, and the baby's crying, and they're both looking at me like, "Fix it, Sophia." I wake up sweating, feeling trapped. I don't know if I can do this. The money thing's back in my head too. With a kid coming, Dad's shop, his savings, it's all gonna shift. I'm not greedy, I don't care about inheritance, but I can't help wondering if this'll strain him. He's not old, but he's not young either. What if he retires early? What if Isabella pushes him to sell the shop? I hate that I'm even thinking this, but it's there, gnawing at me. I feel like a jerk for it, but I also feel like I'm allowed to worry. I saw Michael yesterday, and he's the only one I've told about the baby. He just stared at me, then laughed, not mean, just shocked, and said, "Your life's a reality show, dude." He's not wrong. He asked what I'm gonna do, and I don't have an answer. Part of me wants to keep trying with them, be the bigger person, show up for this kid when it's born. But another part wants to run, move across the country, change my number, let them figure it out without me. I'm torn between guilt and self-preservation, and it's exhausting. Dad texted me this morning, just a casual, "Hey, you free this week?" I'm pretty sure he's gonna drop the baby news if I say yes. I haven't replied yet. Isabella's been quiet too. No follow-up calls, probably giving me space. I don't know if I'm ready to face them. A baby makes it real in a way the wedding didn't. It's not just them playing house anymore. It's a whole new person who's gonna call me sister. I want to be okay with it, but I'm not there yet. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Things were starting to settle, and now they're flipped again. I'm trying to figure out if I'm overreacting or if this is just too much. Am I the bad guy here for not jumping in with a smile? I just need some outside perspective because I'm drowning in this.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our daily updates.